Yeah, today we'll discuss about respect. One of the key aspects or key habits of successful managers, which include project managers also, is respect. Respect can be classified into two. One is self respect, then comes mutual respect. Self respect is demonstrated by uh, continuous demonstration of completion of commitments on time, or it could be just refusing to commit to something when you are not really convinced. I remember a project manager was reporting to me. At that time, it was very difficult for me because with great difficulty you get a project and then give the project to him. Then he will get into detailed planning and he will negotiate for a lot of things like where is the team member, where will we sit, what are the type of training required, where is the network, where are the missions. He negotiate for everything, and unless and until he gets all the requirements met prior to starting the project, he will not start. So as his boss, I was many times I was tempted to call this behavior as lack of flexibility. But then later on, I realized that it is about taking responsibility, and it is about self-respect and mutual respect to the client and to other stakeholders. Because the key thing here is if you give him all these things, then the project will be more like an autopilot. It will get over on time. So then the customers come back and say, if this guy is the project manager, then we'll give you one more project to you. So there is a kind of rapport he builds with the customer. So this type of behavior starts with self-respect. He knows that he's capable. He respects himself, and he knows that his reputation is at stake if he's unable to meet the commitments on time. So he does the homework perfectly. He negotiates for the right resources on time, and he negotiates for it, and then only he will start his project. I consider him as an exemplary project manager. But I took some time to appreciate this behavior because when you are under pressure, you get people like this reporting to you. Very often, you tend to term them as not flexible and stuff like that. But he's doing all these things because of his respect to the customer, respect to his own reputation. Because once he say yes, he has to meet them. Then another aspect of respect is one organization I worked. It had the vision itself is very clear, or the operating principles are very clear. Like we honor, we believe in dignity, we honor our human resources. So the company has given absolute freedom to everybody. And I've seen the best of the internet policies there. The policy is like this. That is, we have not blocked anything because we trust you. And then there are some ground rules like you are not supposed to go to certain types of sites. And if you go there accidentally, you're supposed to communicate that to your boss, uh, else you may lose your job. So those are the some of the golden rules, or rules which are sacrosanct. You are not supposed to violate them, and if you violate them, then it has major consequences. We call it as uh, golden rules, which are not supposed to be violated. And another rule there is, okay, you are not supposed to shout at people, and if you shout at people, you lose your job. So these were clear policies supporting respect among team members, especially when we are in international projects where multiple people from different cultures are working. This becomes very, very an understanding of their cultures in order to respect that, because even unknowingly, we should not disrespect people. Because if you go to Far East countries, even exchanging those visiting cards, okay, you do it with great care and respect. Whereas in another country, the purpose of a visiting card is to just to communicate the contact details, so they do it very, very casually. And so each country has, and when you go to Middle East, uh, very often this prayer times are non-negotiable. So you should be aware of the culture, the religious customs, those kind of things. One should be aware before going to uh, or before dealing with different cultures. Uh, One organization, okay, see, I remember in a training program, one youngster, he asked me this question like, Abhi, when I travel to US, our HR department teaches me their culture and how I'm supposed to behave there. But I'm not sure whether they are communicating about my culture to them, because I'm going from a country where the guest is considered as God, and that kind of hospitality is extended to guests in this country. Is that communicated to the client? That is a that was a fully loaded question which I could not answer straight away. But here the key point uh, I want to drive is uh, good project managers or good work environments or great project managers create work environments where you respect uh, self as well as each other. Uh, I've seen organizations where consistently, people wait for the topmost person to arrive to start the meeting, and he is a habitual latecomer. He walks in 10 minutes late, and then he talks about why he was late. Absolute no respect for others' time. At the same time, I've seen great managers uh, who never gets into a meeting late, and if they are late, they apologize. They really feel guilty about it because they respect others' time, they respect others. So this is very much required. The respect for self and respect for others is an atomic habit for to be successful as great managers slash project managers, especially in multicultural teams and in a highly qualified teams and highly experienced teams. Again, we'll meet at tomorrow 7 p.m. India Standard Time podcast with more points or more habits of successful project managers. Thank you very much for watching this podcast.